If you sit down and you ask yourself right now, everything that's been given to you was not a thing that you worked for. And it's a mercy of Allah Azza wa Jalla. But the Prophet ﷺ wanted to remind his great companions, the best of the people, he wanted to remind them that the day of judgment and meeting Allah and all the salah that they pray and all those ruku' they do and all the sujood they do and all of this khair that they do, it was something he gave them and then he rewards them by it. The Prophet said to the companions, لا أحد يدخلون الجنة بعمله قيل ولا أنت يا رسول الله قال ولا أنا إلا أن يتغمدني الله برحمة من وفضله. The Messenger sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, he said, there's nobody who's going to enter Jannah because of an action that he did. Even though Allah says in the Quran, ادخلوا الجنة بما كنتم تعملون, that sababiyya, enter Jannah because of that action that you did. The action is a means to enter Jannah, but it's not the reason to enter Jannah. The reason is the mercy of Allah. The companions, they said, even you, O Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, he said, even me. Unless Allah has mercy upon me, I won't be able to enter Jannah. So when you are in this situation, you're praying, and you leave your house and you walk from your house, and the steps that you take, and the minutes that you walk, and the minute you stand in front of the most greatest person, the best situation you can ever be in, is in front of Allah. When you realize how low and weak we are, and how merciful Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is to us. And you always have to remember, ikhwani, your heart that's in your chest right now, it's between the fingers of Allah. Allah twists and turns them whenever He wants. And He chose from you, all the millions of people who could have taken Islam, He chose you to be from those who take Islam. That's again a ni'mah. So, the ulama, they used to say, ash-shukru. The shukr is to keep the good that you have. And it's to gain that which you don't have. When you're thankful to what you have, Allah will let you keep the good that you already have, and He will give you that which you're missing, you don't have. But if you're not thankful to what Allah has already given to you, as He says in the Quran, وَإِن تَعُدُّوا نِعْمَةَ اللَّهِ لَا تُحْصُوهَا إِنَّ الْإِنسَانَ لَظَلُومٌ كَفَّارٌ. And remember, brothers, when a person is not thankful, Allah, He punishes them by taking what He's given them. A mashhad, an example Allah gives in Surah Saba. He said, لَقَدْ كَانَ لِسَبَإٍ فِي مَسْكَنِهِمْ آيَةٌ. The people of Saba, there's a great example in them. Jannatani, they had two gardens. An yamini wa shimal. One was on the right and one was on the left. Allah said to them, Kulu, eat min rizq rabbikum. Eat from the rizq Allah has given you. Washkuru leh. But what you do in return is thank Him for what He's given you. Allah then says to them, Baldatun. Your city, Baldatun tayyibah, a city which is good, wa rabbun ghafur, and a Lord that forgives. What do they have? Their city, it brings out crops. They get any type of food they're looking for. Not only that, Allah forgives. Who can have this? Remember, brothers, hirmanun ni'mah adab. When you're told you can't eat this, you can't eat this, you can't eat this, it's a punishment. Allah didn't say that to them. He says, Kulu, eat whatever you see. And remember, I forgive you. That's what they received. What did Allah say about them? He said, فَأَعْرَضُوا فَأَرْسَلْنَا عَلَيْهِمْ سَيْلَ الْعَرِمِ وَبَدَّلْنَاهُمْ بِجَنَّتَيْهِمْ جَنَّتَيْهِمْ ذَوَاتِي أُكُلٍ. They turned away from Allah. The minute they turned away, Allah turned everything from them into bad. Because they turned away. And Allah gives many examples in the Quran. Surah An-Nun is also the same. The young boys who their fathers left the garden with them. And said to them, this is the garden. When the garden reaches its period of time, وَآتُوا حَقَّهُ يَوْمَ حَصَادٍ. When the garden reaches its time, give the sadaqah from it. They turned at each other and they said, look, our father's dead now, we don't pay any charity from this garden that we have. They turned away from the khair and the ni'mah that they had. Because if you don't, your legs that you have, if you're not going to the masjid to it, and you're not benefiting from it, and your fingers, you're not doing tasbih and takbir and tahleel, of course you deserve your fingers to go. And of course you deserve your legs not to be on you anymore. And this is what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does. Brothers, wallahi, we have to, as Muslims, individually, have to realize that we have to perfect ourselves. Before we meet Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Allah says to the believers, يَا أَيُّهَا الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا اتَّقُوا اللَّهَ وَلْتَنظُرْ نَفْسٌ مَا قَدَّمَتْ لِغَدٍ وَاتَّقُوا اللَّهَ. You question yourself. And you remember, the person who's the best of judging somebody is yourself. There's nobody who can judge you as much as you can judge yourself. Be honest to yourself and judge yourself. Do you deserve to go Jannah because of what you're doing right now? Then why would you think Allah is just going to miraculously have mercy upon you and enter you Jannah? هذا وصلى الله وسلم على سيدنا محمد.